Hey everybody, Chris Overstreet, the Redneck Guy Gene here. As you may have noticed, a week or two ago, Jimmy Broadbent revisited the Nordschlife in an F1 car. This time he did it in the VRC 2024 version of the Formula One car. I have the 2023 version of the VRC car, but I choose not to use it because I don't want to read an 80-page guidebook on how to drive. So I'm here today in the RaceSim Studios 2023 version of the Formula One car. The last time I did this myself was a couple of years ago when Jimmer first got challenged to do it. And leaving aside Jimmy's time then, my time then was 5 minutes 43 seconds, I believe. I'll put up a clip here from the original video that shows what it actually was. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! Five, 42, 5, 3. Well, 2 clean laps and 1 without crashing out makes 3 good enough laps. This time, hopefully I'm a little bit better at making videos. I'm definitely a bit better at driving the Nordschlife. I did this on a previous live stream and forgot to record it. And then I made a 525 out of it. Jimmer did it in 5 minutes 13 seconds in the VRC 2024 Formula One. So here's the deal. I've turned damage off. I've turned fuel consumption. Have I turned fuel consumption off? I don't remember if I have or not.
A few minutes later.
So, as I was saying, here's the deal. Damage is off. Tire wear is off. Fuel consumption is off. So that we can keep lapping and lapping and lapping as long as we want. The idea is, as long as I'm gaining time in a lap after the first flyer, we'll keep going. When I first have a lap that is substantially slower than the previous one, I stop, and whatever the fastest lap was, that's the time we've got. Jimmer didn't do that to the best of my knowledge. What he did was an out lap and a hot lap, and that was it, but Jimmer is a real-life race driver as well as a sim racer, and I'm barely even a sim racer. So, let's get this going here. Alright, I've turned traction control and ABS on because, quite frankly, I need all the help I can get to keep this thing on track. And with that in mind, we're going to add a lot of downforce to make this thing as nimble in the corners as possible. Actually, we'll take some of the rear off of it. There we go. All right, here we go. Outlap counts for nothing except getting the tires kind of warm. Now, the good thing about a Formula One style or any open wheel high downforce car is that you can take so much of the Nordschlife so fast, you don't have to worry about jumps. Most of the fast corners become a non-issue. The bad thing is, especially with the 2022-2023 mods, these things simulate the porpoising issue that plagued so many of the Formula One cars when they first came out with these ground effect designs. That was shit. So yeah, in between that and the bumpy nature of the Nordschlife in the first place, these things bounce around a lot. And I'm a little bit loopy. I've been doing some stuff today, obviously. So I'm very tired. Not the best condition to be doing hot laps around one of the most difficult tracks on Earth. Which is all the more reason for me to have this out lap and to be gradually working things up to it instead of having a one and done. And it's especially good reason for turning damage off, because I will meet Mr. Barrier at some point in this session, I'm sure. This car obviously does have ERS and DRS. ERS I can deploy any place, but I've turned off all automatic deploy because otherwise I'd be out well before half the lap was done. DRS is only usable on the big back straight. And as I mentioned when I did this on stream in the first place, another drawback of the Formula 1 car is that it's so low slung to the ground that on uphills like that, the track literally disappears. You can't see where you're going. Alright, here comes our first flyer. First significant error there, really. And that's the second one. That was pretty shitty. Well, that guarantees... Yep, there's Mr. Barrier. Yep. Now we're going to have to baby this thing around a bit until the back rear tires cool off some. So yeah, we can do a lot better than that lap. In theory, anyway. Through fluke plats, it's like the car is glued to the track. It's very nice. But fluke plats is one of the easiest parts on the track, so... Okay. Okay, deploy, I used a bit too much, so I'm going to run out a little bit early here. Still, I'm a second under my best time so far, so progress. And progress retreats. Okay. Doing a bit better. Okay, I've used up even more deploy than last time, so gonna be slow on the straight again. Had to lift there. Wish I hadn't. Nearly 3 seconds up, and I'm going to give away a good portion of it here at the end. Okay, that's out of deploy. Okay, remember the rules. If I can't do better than that 521 we just put up, we stop. 3/4 of a second up. Let's see if that can be maintained. Grabbed a couple of curbs there, and that really threw me off. And that's it. I'm not going to make that up now. Alright. 5:21.4. And probably lucky to have done that considering how tired I am. This has been Chris Overstreet, the Redneck Gaijin. Good night.